SMITE, the battleground of the gods, the black sheep of the mobile world, and one of the games I probably have over 1,000 hours in. Hi, Original here, and today I won't be doing any kinds of science here. No sir. Today I'll be discussing one of the highly debated topics in probably all of human history, religion. Now, we aren't going to be fighting to the death on who is right and all that. We'll let the game do that for us. Instead, we'll be trying to find out which god would be victorious if there was some kind of Hunger Games-like situation between all the gods in the game. Now, as a side note, this has taken a lot of research, and any conclusions I say will be just that. My conclusions based on the information I found. But definitely feel free to leave who you think would win down in the comments. Let's get right into the action. Alright, so first things first. We have over 100 choices here, so we need to definitely narrow down the pool of potentials, and I feel the best way to go around doing this is to find the strongest god in each pantheon, and from there I can decide which pantheon has the strongest representative. I'll be going alphabetical order for the pantheons and go randomly of the gods within. Constantly going through so many gods can get confusing, so as I call out a god, their picture will pop up on the screen. Another side note, if I just mention a god's power and nothing else, they probably didn't make the cut, and I'm sorry for any mispronunciations. Starting with the Arthurian gods, we can quickly just cross them off the list. While Merlin is a master wizard and right-hand man of King Arthur, and I would assume Arthur would be a stronger warrior, especially with a divine sword, Excalibur, they aren't really gods, and more like ancient heroes or demigods at the most, so they won't stand a chance. Moving right along, we have the Celtic gods. Ardeo holds the balance of the world, Cernunnos allows the seasons to pass, is master of nature, and was there at the beginning of time. These two sound promising, but they both really just control earth-related things and can't affect other gods as much. Cuchulainn is another great warrior with feats, yes, but no powers. The Morrigan has many forms, seems to be everywhere at once, and actually controls fates even of gods. She seems to be the strongest here, so she'll be moving forward. Now onto the Chinese gods. Quang, a dragon warrior with a mighty beast as his powerful form, a strong take, but no dice. Both Chang'e and Hu Yi have been made mortal before, and they're just gods of the moon and sun, so that wouldn't be in their favor here. Da Ji, the fox god, seems more like a pesky tick than an actual god with her desire to seek pain and suffering of mortals. Erlang Shung is another demigod, a legendary warrior, such as Mulan and Guan Yu, who have even died before, and more of a loyal brother than mighty being. Ha Bua is a river god, and Jing Wei swore an oath to make the ocean completely stone. Next. Ne Zha was here to defeat Quang. Not much else. While Nu Wa sounds promising with the control of elements of forces, there is someone stronger. Jing Qian is a relentless, however, he's more of a stubborn spirit than a powerful controlling god, and Zhang Kui, the lord of the demons, is an exaggerated ghostbuster. I believe Sun Wukong, the monkey king, who came back from death, gaining Buddhahood and immortality, is the tribute for the Chinese gods. Up next, ancient Egypt. Anhur is their god of war, and his sister Bastet, guardian of the earth, both deadly, but not to other gods. Anubis judges the mortal dead, and Osiris is killed by his own brother, Set. Furthermore, Set is really someone just trying to protect his kingdom, and Horus is wanting revenge of his father Osiris. Isis brought Osiris, her husband, back to life, and is mother of all pharaohs. Honestly, this just seems like a lot of drama to me. Serquet can give and take away venom, not so scary, and Sobek is just another river god. These next four are the real ones. Geb is the immortal and creator of earth, all-powerful, and Khepri has sacred power unmatched by other gods. Neith is a weaver of fate, meaning she can see what will happen but not really change it, and Ra, the father of the Egyptian gods, was once the most powerful. However, as time has come, even he was almost killed by his own children and needed the help of Thoth. Thoth has all the knowledge of the universe to defeat anyone, and I believe he would trump the rest. So, Thoth will be moving forward. Cthulhu, brand new to the game, love him. He is in his own pantheon and is basically a powerful Freddy Krueger god. Enough said, he'll definitely move on. Mainly because he's the only one in his pantheon. Now, we have the largest group, the Greeks. Achilles is hero of the Trojan War, who's been killed, same with Medusa. And Cerberus is controlled by Hades. Apollo is god of music, and Scylla is just an ocean beast. Arachne is out for revenge from a weaving competition, and Artemis likes hunting. Big whoop. Chiron is simply a great teacher, and sad to say, Ares, my actual favorite god, is just a hothead who likes military combat. He's cool and all, but he's not winning this fight. Persephone is another god controlled by Hades, and Thanatos is the reaper who guides people into the afterlife. Athena has wisdom, but she is definitely no Thoth, and Hera just says who is and who isn't a god, being the queen of them, I guess. Aphrodite's beauty can only take her so far, and wanting revenge doesn't mean Nemesis will win it all. Down to another 4. Hades and Poseidon are strong, but they were powerless when they were stuck within the mighty Titan, and it was Zeus who escaped his fate and freed them. I really don't know if it's Nike or Nike, but she always wins, always decides the battle, and without her, Zeus would have lost his fight for the heavens, so I believe she would have to be more powerful than Zeus. Finally, Cronus, the wielder of time, has been defeated before, and maybe if somehow Nike teamed up with Zeus, they could defeat him again. Then Nike backstabs Zeus or something, so she'll take the cake here. Before I continue, this is a friendly reminder that this is all my opinion, no facts here, and I hope you're enjoying thus far. Hindu is on the chopping block now. Agni, god of fire, controlling life and destruction, is not moving forward. Bakasura, a demon beast, has been slain before, and Ganesh can allow someone else to succeed, but cannot make himself win or kill anyone in that matter. Kumbhakarna is just a sleepy warrior, and while Kali is a goddess of destruction, the power of Vishu, held by the next 2 gods, is too much. Vamana can destroy the earth and heavens in 2 steps, but Ravana is immortal, and as a demon king, he cannot be defeated by any immortal. Only a mortal soul can destroy him, which is where Rama comes into play. Even if Rama could somehow defeat Ravana, he is no match for other gods, so I will place Ravana as the winner in this category. Japanese, this will be quick. Amaterasu is sun god of light and life, but is scared. Susanoo is a raging storm of destructive power that struggles to focus. Raijin simply controls lightning and the sky. Kuzenbo has a hard time fighting mortals. Izanami can only kill mortals, and Hichaman is a warrior god with a code. This is honestly a weak round, but I'll give it to Amaterasu given that she has the power to control the sun. Let's hope there's better choices with her Mayans. Amuz and Cobb survive the end of the world with the power of bees. Awilik seems to be a moon, an illumination god, not much there, and Kabrakan has great power of destroying gods, but was poisoned and defeated once before. Off-brand Chalk, simply controls the weather for crops and such to grow, while Hunbats has an origin story of playing a ball game. Outpwatch is another god of the dead, really only killing mortals, while Kukulkan created the 4 elements but only has control of wind. Camazotz has killed a god before, with much struggle, but one attack against Xbalanque was unsuccessful. Xbalanque is similar to other gods that has a story of a warrior in the other pantheons, and in the end he becomes the immortal moon, so he will be moving on. Because newer pantheons have like 1 to 2 gods, I will group them together and select one. The reason Cthulhu wasn't included here is because of how badass he is, and I felt like he deserved to make the top tier gods. So, we have the Polynesian God Pele, is the destroyer and creator of the world, but not the only one. The Celtic God Baba Yaga is more of a creepy witch of the woods than a god, and Cernobog has control of shadow puppets. Baron Samedi is really just the Thanatos of the voodoo gods, and Yamoja is finally something more than a simple river god, and she actually created life. However, Oleron, with the power to create the sun, the planet, the cosmos, and even time itself, nothing we've yet to see. He will definitely move on. Almost done. Next is our Norse god. Freya, queen of the Valkyries, is a fierce warrior, but no dice again. Hel is keeper of the dead. Great. Jormungandr sounds very promising, as does Thor. However, they both face each other in Ragnarok, and either god could win, meaning they both can be defeated. Both Fafnir and Loki have killed gods before. Fafnir, however, is too greedy for his own good, and Loki, while he definitely has had fun in bed with a serpent, wolf, and hellish creature as children, Loki can be contained and controlled. Fenrir also has the power to destroy everyone, but he too is held back by chains placed on him by the other gods. Odin, the Allfather, has wisdom by his side, but his fate is sealed and he will die. Ratatoskr simply spreads gossip, and Skadi, bless her heart, married Loki and controls winter. Sol as goddess of the sun is a punishment, not much power, and Tyr is a judge who was able to control Fenrir. Ullr is another great warrior trusted by Odin, and Ymir is a frost giant who's been slain before. Heimdall, who can foresee attacks and has heightened senses, has the Biofrost, and he himself is a great warrior and protector of the 9 realms. I see you winning this battle. After all, a lot of gods in this pantheon end up fighting themselves. Lastly, we have our Roman gods. Bacchus is too drunk to know the time of day. Vulcan can't build himself to this win. Terra's kids were the Titans, and she couldn't stop her grandchild Jupiter from killing the Titans, so I doubt she's strong enough to be the best. And Sylvanus, a nature spirit, I doubt even more. Hercules is merely a demigod, and Discordia has strife and not much power. Bellona is a stronger and wiser Ares, but still not enough, and Janus can see the future and past, but has no control and lives with his fate. Mercury is fast, and has slain his fair share of monsters. Gods, however, not so much. Cupid was very close, being able to control anyone with a shot of an arrow, but I will give the spot to Nox. She is mother of darkness, of death, and the night. Rarely seen, and actually has the ability to send gods to an eternal sleep by stealing their breath. So, after all that, ignoring King Arthur, we have Celtic God, the Morrigan. Chinese god, Sun Wukong, the Monkey King. Egyptian god, Thoth, Arbiter of the Damned. Cthulhu, the Great Dreamer. Greek goddess of victory, Nike. Hindu god, Ravana, Demon King of Lengtha. Japanese god, Amaterasu, the Shining Light. Mayan god, Xbalanque, the Hidden Jaguar Sun. Norse god, Heimdall, the Vigilant. Europa god, Ullr, ruler of the heavens, and last but not least, Roman goddess of the night, Nox. 11 gods, one to rule them all. First to fall would be Amaterasu. She has the power of life and ability to control the sun, but she is scared to use her powers and wouldn't last long in this fight. Cthulhu is a very strong contender, and I see him being able to face the mighty Ravana. Cthulhu is almost immortal, and he can only be killed by someone with unlimited power, while Ravana can only be killed by someone who is not immortal. So Cthulhu, being in a way immortal, would have his way with Ravana. However, Cthulhu would go down as well, which I'll explain in a bit. Nike is one who doesn't have the greatest power, but is said to never lose a battle. Thus, she would immediately try to side with another god to defeat others. Sun Wukong has only been defeated by the mighty Buddha himself, so I believe Nike would join with Thoth. Thoth would know the advantage of fighting with Nike and having the knowledge of the universe to defeat Sun Wukong. This duo I also see defeating the moon itself, Xbalanque, as he is a great warrior but no almighty himself. Nike never loses a battle, but Nox has the power to send anyone to eternal sleep, so while not dead, Nike would be out of the fight. 5 left to go. Without Nike by his side, I see Thoth being defeated by the Morrigan, who could control his fate into death, such as Odin in his own pantheon. Heimdall could hold off his own for a while, being able to see all, but one he cannot see is the darkness herself, Nox, who would probably sneak up behind him and steal his breath, sending him into an eternal sleep as well. 3 left. Now you're probably wondering, where's Ullr in all of this? Well, essentially, he is the creator of the cosmos, of the gods, of time itself, so he was the one with unlimited power to slay Cthulhu, one whose fate cannot be controlled by the Morrigan, and who can send Nox into her own eternal sleep or out of existence completely. And there we have it, folks. Ullr, the ruler of the heavens, the creator, is the victor. Guys, this has taken forever, and if you made it this far, I thank you so much for watching. This was almost 2 weeks of research, and I'm glad I know who would really win in the battleground of the gods. A reminder, this is all my opinion, my own conclusion with the information I found. Just something I thought would be fun to put together. Put down who you think would have won down in the comments, and anyways, I'll see you guys in the next original explanation. Thank you for watching.